Last time on Ace Attorney.
Actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her.
What? Huh?
But she's my only family.
She wasn't the same after the DL7 incident.
Oh, no.
No.
You're...
Not doing that.
Please, no.
I gotta pass on this one.
Ka-ching. Open sesame.
What is going on, my Weeb and Weebettes? Welcome back to another episode of the Weeb After Hour. Today, we are back again with another episode of Ace Attorney Trilogy. We are continuing the final chapter, Rise from the Ashes. With me are my co-hosts for this show, starting with Lance.
Hello.
Plinchy.
Hi.
And myself, Peter. We got started with the final chapter. We learned that there are absolute doppelgangers in the world. A new Maya has shown up in the form of Lana and ame, Skye, and we're here to help them out and figure out what truly happened, because Lana is in jail and she is the murderer. Another prosecutor claimed to be the murderer, and of course we will help them out because we've been bums for the past 2 months. Haven't done anything, so hopefully this will get us rolling here and get our life back on track. But day one of the trial, time to get into it.
Oh, boy.
February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright?
Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas.
Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area.
I don't know why I knew you were gonna come with the voice, but it's still a nice surprise every single
What's
time.
wrong with my voice?
She's so
Nothing.
cute.
I love it.
Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate.
I believe in you, sis.
Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice.
Yes.
The defense attorney should never believe their client.
Oh, please.
Okay.
The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that.
Damn, you just want to get executed, don't you?
Yeah,
What's
what the
going
fuck?
on?
Miss
Why do I
Skye,
fight you so hard.
you remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her.
And that is?
You're not a defense attorney.
I believe it's almost time for the trial.
I think she was turned on by that line.
Good luck, Mr. Wright.
My first trial without a Fae helping me. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No one's gonna bail me out this time.
Whoa.
Holy.
I'll be alone in there.
Oh.
So I have to discover the truth all by myself.
Trial of life, trial of death. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way.
Oh fuck.
You're not escaping me.
You're so cute. Oh.
I'll try to keep
February
my
23rd, 10 a.m.
beautiful voice down during the trial.
I'm gonna make sure
Oh, there
Discord
she
picks
is.
up my voice half the time.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
All right. I was 3 minutes
Alright.
late. Calm down.
Gotta put this dog down.
Edgeworth. It's been a while since I last saw you on the other side. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since this trial.
Please.
Really? I got right back to it.
I love bringing that up.
hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright.
I will always love you, Edgeworth.
I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else.
The jury? The judge? Whatever.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please.
Lawful neutral.
Ugh.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot.
Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything.
You should see him in bed.
However, writes. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness.
What? Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
Because every other witness I've called for the past game sucks.
I paid this one to be a witness.
Ah.
The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand.
The cough-up queen.
What does that mean?
Haven't I seen you somewhere? Oh.
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Caviar. Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before.
Judge is really wolfing it down.
And for you, I have a fiesta bowl.
A pretty cocky bowl.
Oh, thanks.
No, it's a fiesta.
Fiesta,
I bet
yeah.
it was a
Because we're in America.
Yeah, definitely 4 kids, that one. Will the witness state her name and profession?
And you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox?
What is that?
It's just rice.
It's literally just sesame seeds on there. It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Why is it called fingerprint?
Well,
Your Honor. Maybe she like shaped the sesame seeds into like a fingerprint. I don't
I
know.
feel like that's a 4 kids dub change, but I don't know why.
well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
So, this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca.
What's wrong with you? What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like?
Name, profession, now.
Me. The name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us.
The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating.
Oh, the judge has to thank comment Plinchy.
Hurry it up.
I have no snacks this time.
Oh no!
Hungry.
How are you supposed to give your best voice?
Oh wait, there's a cookie in front of me.
Oh, look at that.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
Huh? What exactly does that mean?
Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police.
What?
She was a first-rate homicide detective.
What? Miss Starr was a detective?
Uh-huh.
This caviar is great.
I know who you are. Cough up.
Cough up Queen Angel Starr, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well, you may continue with the description, Miss Starr.
Just who is this lady?
If I might have the court's attention over here.
Oh, she got a diagram for us.
The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks.
I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutors' spaces, yes?
The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out.
I've never seen that in my life.
Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot.
And who was this valiant witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor.
Oh.
Okay.
Cool.
That will be useful.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright?
I can't agree on your principle, Your Honor.
It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Starr.
Are you being biased right now?
Dude, she must be like a freaking like
A lunchbox whiz.
No. Triple A homicide detective.
Wait, are they talking about me?
Kick his ass.
You bet your ass.
Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work.
Damn, she got them crazy eyes.
Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then, she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching!
As you can see, there's no room for doubt.
The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed?
Lady, we're just starting.
I can get crushed for hours. I'm still thinking about that.
It is merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
I'ma hit everything.
Get him, Mr. Wright! Get him!
Hold on. I wanna...
Take her to Pound Town, Mr. Wright!
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
So, immediately from hearing her testimony, the knife has no fingerprints, so
Yes.
I want her to elaborate on that.
Yes.
But also, her saying, I always knew this would happen.
Yeah, I always knew a
Press
day like
that.
this would come. I'm like, did
Also,
you... What?
which vehicle is hers? Because how did she get an angle on that kill if the car was in the way between the victim and her?
I assume... So, when we were investigating, he said he saw her lunch truck on the other side.
Yeah.
I assume the lunch truck would be the biggest vehicle, which would be the bottom here. So maybe she just had like a cross angle to see where, like, you know, like from the bottom of the trunk. So she had the angle to see it.
From this picture,
Or, you know,
but if there
from
was
this
another
picture.
car parked,
Yeah, right
would've
next to
blocked.
Edgeworth. Yeah, that's the problem. There's that empty spot that is so obvious. That's an empty spot that there was a car before. So I don't know. Let's see. How did you know?
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy.
What?
So true. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted.
Given that they are used to erase inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Laid off?
She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Just like this bento box of gummy worms.
Thank you. May I have another?
You can. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Unbiased? Are you fucking
After that whole spiel,
serious?
yeah.
Are you-
About that.
Anybody have ears right now?
Fucking
Hey,
killer!
she sounds pretty airtight
The
to me.
prosecutors got me fired, but I have... whatever. Very well. You may continue, Miss Starr.
Who's your boyfriend? This boyfriend. He's the detective.
Not that boyfriend. The security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Oh, yes, babe.
Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
I'll stick with the lunches, thanks.
Oh, you disappoint me, Judge.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying.
Okay.
The security guard room is in the lot, in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there.
That would be the room with the security sign. Yes, Phoenix. Incidentally, did you bring your lunch boxes by car?
Since I'm a visitor now, I park in B block.
So, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime?
Nah, she was in A
So
block when she
unlikely.
did the crime.
Yeah. But when she saw and helped do it, is okay.
You sensed something. So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder?
It felt like... how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds.
I have no idea what that means.
Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective?
Yes, well, he was like a young cheese.
Young cheese.
A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn.
Then I must be hard yellowed and sharp as a tack. What are we talking about?
Nah,
Judge.
you crusty and old, bruh.
Judge, please.
Yeah, with the older and old cheese to match.
Oof.
In any case, there, in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind.
Okay. Was there another car? By garish car, you mean?
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mr. Edgeworth's?
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it?
Well, indeed it was. Holy shit, Edwards murdered her.
Again.
Again?
What an odd case this is. The person you saw, I'm sure it was the defendant.
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her.
If she's telling the truth, we're doomed.
Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
That's the way I defense.
That's how I roll.
Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness.
Uh-huh.
You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
Hey, 4-0, baby. Rookie.
Yeah.
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. Hair flip. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
That was inspiring.
I'm hungry again.
I believe I've heard that tagline somewhere. You could cry plagiarism?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I may be regulated to the lowly postal lunch lady, but my instincts are honed.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, that fall already,
Oh, what the fuck?
Damn, she did it.
A photograph? You took this?
Wait a minute.
On her shirt,
11307.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's Leon, right?
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snapped, and I took a picture.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
Okay.
Look at you.
I mean, you are a professional.
In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera.
Okay, that sounds normal.
Okay. Yeah. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck.
Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now?
You think I show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again.
This is fucked up.
My boyfriend works in the photograph division of criminal affairs.
Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Oh, there's gloves.
No prints on the knife, too,
Yeah, 'cause
so
it's not
yeah,
her.
that works. Yeah. Oh, this is unmistakably Lana Skye.
So, what was the defendant doing at the time?
Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying.
Well, I say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all.
Yes, that's about right.
Of course I know what 4 inches are. It's about the size of my mini bento boxes.
Right.
Prosecutors are, by nature, well-versed in the location of a man's vital organs.
It's a pretty huge knife, if you ask me.
I'm sure it's average. I'm sure it was easier
It's
than
pretty
boiling
huge.
an egg for my egg salad surprise set.
You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person.
Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor.
So the defendant was holding a knife. What then?
I'm just hitting everything on her.
Yeah.
Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no?
Oh.
The defense has a point.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. I killed
What
them.
the fuck were you doing?
Your instincts, though. What happened to those?
Too late.
Yeah, you took a picture after.
Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon.
I see.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
You said that before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless.
Thank you, Maya. I mean, Emma.
Huh?
No, don't worry about it. Sounds pretty fatal to me.
What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Oh my god, I'm a sister to a murderer.
Yeah. Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer.
Don't smile like that.
It's like
This
I
is
have
really
a new Maya.
creepy.
Okay, yeah, what do we
Alright.
got?
We gotta present something now, huh?
Yeah, we gotta
This
throw
is a
something on there.
victim's blood.
Can I look at this again?
That photo's pretty airtight. Where'd that jacket go, though, huh?
Hold on.
What?
Wait. Oh no. Okay. Stare at this photo for a little bit and then look at the positioning of Edgeworth's car in the map.
Wasn't there a barrel that was on the floor?
The camera's right up to the fence. It looks like, yeah. So,
Yeah.
So she's like at the fence, unless she zoomed in, but there's not enough information to confirm if she
Okay,
zoomed
so
far.
there's
she
no
she
way.
shot it with her bento box. If that has a zooming quality, that's crazy.
That's pretty crazy. I feel like
Okay, this looks like it was put on top of the car. Or like, you know, because it's that close to the
Oh, from like the
fence.
car dashboard? Like it took a picture
Um,
from inside the car?
No. Like, if I'm thinking about Angel Starr as the killer, you can set this up. You can set yourself up to get a picture taken, right? So put the bento, if you look at the map, put the bento on the car that's parked on the other side of the fence, point it to Edgeworth's car. That third car on the top, on the right. Maybe she put the bento there so that she could take a picture of...
Right, but how does this help me in choosing one of her parts of her testimony?
That really just screws Lana.
Sounds like she did a good job catching Lana in the act.
Yeah, sounds like you got amazing evidence.
I fucking knew she was gonna kill someone sooner or later.
Maybe, I don't know. Is it the knife when she says it was in her right hand? But we clearly see that she's wearing gloves in the photo, so I just don't know if that's...
Yeah. It's gotta be something to do with this photo. Why present this evidence if it wasn't
Lana's
gonna be used against her?
Lana's hand is injured. Her right hand is injured. There's no way she could have held it in her right hand, right?
Can you
No way, but
confirm-
like something happened.
Yes. Alright, so we
Her
throw
hand
this
doesn't look
picture
injured
on
there.
the right hand, holding knife in right hand, part of the testimony.
I mean, what
That
else we
was a
got for
knife.
evidence?
Something. This
Yeah, right,
one.
that right hand is pretty.
Like
glaring.
tucked in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, got her.
And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Skye stab the victim with the knife.
As I've already said, yes. I swear to my finest salmon swirl lunch.
Oh, you have the whole bottle.
Fucking sauce in there.
Wow.
I'm sure that is a fine lunch.
Judge, please.
But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Skye not holding a knife?
Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Objection.
Oh, that was like a nice quiet one. No big words on the Skye. Okay. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth.
Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. I'm not even the slightest bit grateful to you.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. Duh, obviously. Oh, boy.
And how can you tell that?
Blood splatter.
Huh?
See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat?
But it's a black and white photograph.
True.
Yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood.
Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here.
No problem. Except you.
You said that out loud,
Oh, that's out.
bitch.
That was Edgeworth saying that.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Mr. Wright, are you gonna just sit here and take that kind of abuse? Let's jump him.
You got a better idea? I don't.
It's black and white.
Objection!
Yeah,
Yeah?
it's not rock solid.
Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies.
That's it?
If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go.
These metaphors are going crazy.
Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice.
Thanks, Emma.
I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Skye was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Premeditated? How do you know?
Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in the photograph.
Now they're gonna bring out the gloves.
Yeah.
Well, are those gloves?
Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on?
Colonoscopy?
If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves.
Get out of the frame! It's like it's in my ear.
Whoa, that was fucking loud.
These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder. A serious offense.
Witness, add this to your testimony.
Nah. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it.
Guess that's what she says new, huh? I didn't know I could do this during a trial.
This is a knife. This is a knife.
I don't see anything. Oh. Would the thought process be that because this knife was in Edgeworth's toolbox, how can it be premeditated if it's a weapon of convenience?
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's totally it.
How would she know the knife is in his toolbox? Yeah.
How could she be so lucky that she knew that the knife was in the box? Oh, you got her.
Oh, thank the Lord.
What?
Witness, do you
That's
know
so
what this
smart.
is?
Are you trying to test me? I sell boxed lunches for a living, you know. That has nothing to do. Okay. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk.
Indeed, it is my knife.
I am the killer.
I'm the killer, I did it.
God damn it, Edgeworth. What's with this?
With
Oh
this
god, they're
guy.
talking!
Bloody murder weapon in a red car. Oh, belonging to the prosecutor there.
God, she's hot.
Mommy,
Mommy, are prosecutors bad people?
Yes, dear, they are. Just look at
Yes,
him.
absolutely. Look at Edgeworth. The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony.
What's that, rookie?
In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves.
Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning.
However, why was she not also prepared the most important thing, the murder weapon?
Ooh.
This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon.
That's true. It's like peanut butter sandwich without the sandwich.
Order.
Great, now the tide is turning in our favor.
Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free.
Oh no, she still did it.
Huh?
Yeah,
No,
don't worry
no.
about that. Mm.
Mr. Oh, not even Mr. Right. You don't get a Mr. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie.
What? Oh, what?
You wash that down with a knuckle sandwich. I hope you're.
Aw.
I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned.
Can you hear my thoughts?
I can.
Oh.
Not over such a trifling detail.
But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory.
Bah. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there.
Oh, I hate you.
I'm gonna fucking put you in your place. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Ugh.
Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought.
How dare you? Swish. My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
Really
Is
now?
this why she was fired?
Absolutely. Cocky
She's
as
super
shit.
biased.
Too much, yeah, bias.
She
ego
dated
boosting.
everybody in the precinct.
I mean, that wasn't
Yeah.
a bad thing if you were one of everybody.
Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again.
Oh, you liar.
Oh, you lie. You just
Again
lied.
and again.
You liar.
She just changed her testimony.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So, if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
If he dies yet. Oh my god.
What?
I mean,
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness.
It's like you're not wrong, but you're not right either. Alright, so we're going straight for that last one.
Well, let's see the autopsy. It is one stab wound, right? But I mean, her first testimony was one stab anyway.
Mhm.
One knife wound. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, single knife wound killed him. So she's trying to. So Lana's definitely still looking fishy, but she's trying to tag her with more things onto the.
It sounds like she's just bitter more than she's part of the murder. Like opportunity, I can send down a prosecutor that fired me from my
she's
job.
trying to
I
get
guess so, yeah. This
lighter.
is just the worst witness to have.
Yeah. You said that, but you haven't told us how you know.
That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie.
I believe what she just said was a mere prelude to the story she was about to tell.
Okay.
Try not to interrupt her again.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Jeez.
Rookie, never interrupt a storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half-baked.
Something's half baked, you're alright, and it's you.
Trying to confuse the defense witness. They're not very quick on their feet. Now, why did you believe the suspect had intentions to murder the victim?
Her actions speak for themselves.
Okay. I don't think I'm getting anywhere with hitting all these ones. Fuck you. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that.
Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With the moss surprise.
No.
I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr.
What?
What do you mean?
What does anyone mean in this case?
Yeah, the metaphors are just going crazy this trial. You shouldn't have explained I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states, I'm doing your job, Phoenix, states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound.
I was getting there.
Aha! You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth.
what a hunk! He's my hero, really!
Oh god. What about my objection? No one noticed?
Oh boy.
Well, witness?
You got the crime scene set, right?
Oh, thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now, I realize that such mistakes are possible.
So, you're saying you mistook something for blood.
When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
So she stabbed a lunchbox first and then stabbed the dude?
Huh.
Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify.
No. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole
Get
scene
her out of
was.
here.
What the fuck are you talking about?
you
You
on?
gave me a
It's
picture
a bathtub, lady.
that she had
Muffler.
no muffler on. Are you
I'm
crazy?
sorry.
Goddamn.
Your Honor, get her out of here.
Miss Starr, I demand it.
The witness is clearly not suited for detective work.
Holy shit!
I brought you here to humiliate you, you bitch.
Oh
What?
my god.
The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler or any kind when she stabbed the victim.
Hey, just know that you're the one who called her here, bro.
I just want
She's
to waste
probably
all
the
your
one
time.
that, yeah, like, was like,
Oh, she just busted
saw it.
through.
And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. I think Edgeworth is trying to defend Lana.
Well, yeah, he definitely knows his shoe.
But that...
Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life.
Harsh words, but good.
Damn, that burn.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails.
Bruh.
What was my objection?
Chopped liver?
But I was there. A scarf. No, not that. But something red, really.
Well now, where were we? The victim has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business.
What?
Very well, witness. Continue your testimony.
Do I have any? Does she have anything else?
You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least.
Oh,
Some things, huh?
Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony.
Most important part?
Stop reading my
What?
mind. The part
she
where your
told you.
sister stabs the victim.
Yeah, she totally read his mind. What was that?
This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Alright, another one.
After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot.
Wait, but you're...
No.
You're not a detective or
Yeah,
No.
what?
force in
and
mind.
she was on side B,
Yeah,
locked
by
by
a
a
fence.
chain fence.
Obviously, I cut the chain fence with my bento box. Yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony.
Holy
The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Starr, resistance is futile.
Oh god.
Mhm.
What if she was just like a 10-year intern and then it just like she pretended to be like a top
Yeah, just went
detective in her
totally
mind?
nutso.
Jesus Christ.
You are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you?
I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Starr.
That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is kind of a snake.
Don't bother me with the details unless you want to get bitten, like an onigiri or a jelly donut.
No thanks.
Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites.
I'm just weak against bites in general, but thank you.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain.
No, try to resist now, eh?
She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum.
An oil
God.
drum? Hard to imagine.
Oh,
But that
she's
thing weighed like
beautiful
100
but
pounds.
deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Row.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will.
Sure.
Can I cross-examine her next? This is bullshit.
Murder suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side.
Mhm.
So where is this partition on the floor plans?
I'm sure she means the wall next to the car.
Thank you. That's right. Just wanted you to say that. There was a wall there, about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Oh, my boots jiggled. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do.
What an eye for detail you have, Peter.
Sorry.
And what did you do then?
Can't you caught her? You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect?
Huh.
As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time.
You crazy.
Maybe I
bitch.
should press it for more details.
Yeah. Explain.
I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. The Lunchland car was... Oh, she was all the way in the other corner. She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here.
That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes.
No, that photo doesn't add up to that angle.
Is that correct, Miss Starr?
Yes, that's right.
Uh-huh.
But there was a chain link fence in front of you?
I went over it, of course.
Amazing! The cough-up queen lunch lady athlete indeed.
What a baddie! It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. So she could have gone to my sister that fast.
Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how
She
did
jumped
Miss
it.
Skye not get away? Oh, okay, that's it. A muffler? She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say?
If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony.
Cheeky bitch.
Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler.
Just that one word.
So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else?
Oh, when she was calling Emma?
Whoa.
Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone.
Her phone? She can't mean. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene?
Yes.
I picked it up.
I'm gonna sell it to the highest bidder on eBay.
Yes, ultimately.
Ultimately?
My memory. Swish. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see.
Please speak English.
No, the court doesn't see, Miss Starr.
The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall.
On the wall.
That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall.
Apparently, it was out of order.
And so she used her cell phone.
Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day.
Good witnessing, witness.
Good witnessing. Whatever happened to good testifying?
Oh, you should of course add this to your testimony.
The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney.
The word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 5:18. Okay.
I saw it all, how she tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead.
Wait, how do you see it if there was a partition?
Yeah, the floor map.
The floor map. This is a
Yeah,
fucking
there's no
6-foot
way.
wall. How do you
Yeah,
see
while you're
it?
climbing the
fence.
fence.
Yeah, not a
She
shot.
runs
Stop
behind
lying!
the partition. Oh, that's how she gets caught because caught. She had to try the phone. She literally climbed over the fucking fence?
She really did
Weird.
that shit. She's crazy like that. She wants to catch her, clearly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so.
Try to get her job back probably if she gets the chief
Scoop,
prosecutor. Yeah.
Wow.
Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Skye.
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias.
Well, Who would have thought that you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor?
Don't get too excited.
You, who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot of bias there. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this?
I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up.
Okay, let's look at the floor plans.
Ignoring that.
You said you witnessed a crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Skye making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the backside of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it.
Order! Order! What is the meaning of this?
This is common sense, Judge. We've been wasting our entire day here.
I know.
It's simple, Your
Waste of
Honor.
time.
She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies. Gah.
That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question.
No.
Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court.
Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about where she saw it. She had to have a different angle, right?
Of course, the picture. She claims that she took the picture. And when you were like, you were here, right? She was like, yes.
Yeah. Maybe she was actually on A this entire time.
Well, she definitely shot the photo through the fence, so
The
she was a B.
fence, yeah.
Oh, true. Miss Skye tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it.
Pointless to lie. I see.
But say the witness did actually see Miss Skye using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location.
Oh. A different location. Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Stop it.
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it.
Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright.
Oh, thanks.
Just where was the witness when she saw the crime?
All the testimony we've heard up until now points in one direction. The place from where Miss Starr witnessed this crime was here.
Security room. Totally.
Yep.
She was fucking
Yeah.
hanging out with her boyfriend.
In the cafe. They were having a lunch date. This is the only place where she could have been.
The security guard room.
Indeed. The security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot.
She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Her boyfriend, come on, you guys.
Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr?
How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could have been turned. Today, a man has got the better of Angel Starr.
This bitch is lying.
Which is crazy.
Like actual cuckoo.
Order, order! Witness!
I believe the kids call it the Lulu now.
What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better.
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails.
Are you serious?
The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Skye?
Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? This doesn't make sense.
Huh.
Huh?
She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything.
You got a point there, Ashley.
Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands.
Mm-mm.
It still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty or perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright.
Huh. Me?
Who else?
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know.
Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change?
Because if you're in B block, you can see the face. If you're in A block in the security room, you can't see her face, right?
The angle view of the crime. She's trying to tell a story. That if she got the view from the security guard booth, then it wouldn't go the way she wants the story to go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because that was... But never mind. We'll see this one first. Why? The angle at which she saw the crime occur would change.
The angle? What do you mean?
Well... The security guard station is on the second floor, and, she would have sort of more of a 3D view of the crime.
And this is important. Why?
Oh, great.
Perhaps you'd like to reconsider, Mr. Wright?
Ah.
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know.
No.
Okay, so here's my thought process. It's the distance of where she was, right? Because if she was in B block and she arrested Lana, she would have to run around. But if she was in A block, then she could catch her, right? That's the main difference.
Why would she, if she was in B, which she lied about and said that she was, she lied and said, I was in B, putting herself between a huge fucking fence.
Yeah. And she says she caught Lana quickly.
Quickly, because she was actually in A.
Exactly. So she lied about the distance to the crime. So she wasn't like 30 feet away. She was the other side to catch her, I guess.
And she was upstairs.
So she could see everything from above.
Yeah, but like, I mean, try it, but you have to run downstairs and catch them.
You have to go run downstairs. You're going to lose line of sight for sure. You're going to run.
I mean, it's way faster than a fence, but I just don't see how, like, she
true.
says, I caught her quickly. I was on the other side of the fence.
It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
My condolences, Mr. Wright. But one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see.
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Skye?
Well, witness?
Yes?
You ordered the squid wheels, right?
Those rubber bands?
Quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. Yeah, it's actually rubber bands.
I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
boysenberry for the boyfriend.
He wasn't in the station,
Yes,
so I
Judge.
waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station.
How'd you take a picture?
Oh yeah. You set up your camera.
And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked, and I couldn't open it.
It was locked on the inside.
So you didn't do anything? No.
No, you're fucking
No.
out of your fucking mind.
What are you
Oh,
doing?
No. What are you?
You're
Get
full
out
of
of here.
That's why I had to go through the visitors parking in B block.
That's quite a detour. And then I took a picture with my bento, and then I climbed over the fence. What the fuck is she
What?
saying?
No. That's
It
not
probably
very
took me at
fast.
least- It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene
That
of the
almost
crime.
seems too long. Actually, 5
Well,
minutes.
5
Full
minutes?
sprint? No way.
And you
Well, then-
still caught her? If she killed, then she would have been long gone by then.
5
Dude.
minutes? The murder happened at 5:15, and she made the phone call at 5:18. You said you saw the...
Yeah,
Fucker.
that's just waste of time.
This changes things
Jesus
considerably.
Christ. What a waste of a day.
But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
that's not very good.
You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention.
Judge.
Ooh.
Yay!
Would you like another caviar lunch?
Absolutely!
I could eat it with my spork. Uh-oh.
You're me.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something.
Do I have any evidence to stop this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta do something.
Dude,
This
you
is
got
bullshit.
Mountains of it.
5 minutes between the witness of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You can make pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente,
Not you two.
the food references.
Yeah.
I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie.
No.
No.
A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange?
Strange. I don't get it.
If you were a criminal, what would you do with your 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea, I didn't kill anyone.
We'll get to you some other time.
But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Skye dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Yeah!
Why does she keep reacting like that? Is she guilty?
Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth is the next witness ready to go.
Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history.
Damn.
We did it. We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright.
That was too close. Was it?
I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned.
All right.
Phoenix, you are
Next
the
time
new
on the
Cough-Up
Weeb
Queen.
After. Uh-oh.
Oh, great.
Oh no, rubber bands again.
Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right?
You can keep that.
That's the one she tried to foist off from me.
I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else
Hey.
to say?
I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. Again.
What was that?
Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes?
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr.
Yeah, the wee power hour is
Yeah.
about to close out.
Yeah, I'm trying to end the episode, bitch.
Ah,
Oh, a triple decker.
is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Woohoo! A triple decker! My
Fuck yeah.
goodness. Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony.
You should get fired, bruh.
Oh my god. No, he's our only
Everything.
judge of this entire country.
Oh my god, the entire precinct.
Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time? Alright, another one.
Alright.
Decisive evidence. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene.
Yeah.
And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was of course the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye.
Her handle's cut.
The shoe proves it. The shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence.
How do you have that shoe?
And it's in my lunchbox.
What? There was blood found on that shoe.
I took it off of her when I wrangled her.
Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs.
I'm hungry now. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself, even though I'm not part of the precinct.
And you had blood tests performed.
Didn't I mention? I had 3 boyfriends in forensics.
Yikes. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
And we're so firing the forensics team after this. What?
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen.
Oh no. You can at least study some evidence law, really?
Damn.
What the? The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law.
Does it?
What's the second one?
However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Cool.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Look.
Why didn't you mention about the shoe until now? And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime. I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive.
So like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe.
I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. Oh, I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really.
In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime.
Yeah, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Now, tell us what you did next.
2 types of blood was found in the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that to the defendant, Miss Lana Skye.
Okay, so
Why do you think that? I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. Whoa. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right?
I do like that.
Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup.
Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with the shoe?
A problem?
This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe?
Fuck. Can I look at it?
Yeah, so I was like, can I look at the shoe? If I'm not imagining things, I say there's one critical problem with this evidence, a clear contradiction.
That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I give you a peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you?
You should have looked at the photo. Look at her shoes. in the
Oh, see
photo.
like where the shoes are, yeah.
Go, let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence. What foot is this
There's
shoe for?
blood on the bottom!
Right foot.
That's all I
Is
got.
this the right foot? It's the right
Yeah.
foot.
So she stabs the guy, blood splatters on top of her like this. And there's
So she walked.
but
in
there's blood
too.
of both
She-
of them, but
she
she walked
walked.
in blood.
She walked into the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
Plus the blood's like on the right side of her right foot,
Oh.
right? So maybe she approaches Edgeworth's car. There's blood. Opens the trunk. Blood splatters. Or maybe she maybe it's what happened?
Oh.
He bleeds
If
out.
if she stepped in blood and then or like say she stepped in the pool of blood and then she ran over to the phone to call but she couldn't, then she used the cell phone. Why was there no footprints on the floor of blood, right?
Yeah, how come she wasn't tracking blood there? Also, her cell phone was found near the car. So you're telling me she went to the phone on the wall, walked back.
Yeah.
She could have probably known that the emergency phone wasn't working. If she
Maybe she
you have
prosecutor,
your
yeah.
office there.
Huh?
Okay, what's wrong with this? Yeah, it's definitely the bottom because
Is
Skye.
there anything else?
Whatever. This bitch didn't mention it.
I wonder if you noticed there's blood on the bottom of the shoe.
Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe.
Damn.
Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe.
It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe? On the
Oh.
bottom of her shoe, you mean?
Let's look at the picture. She's got.
Black fucking shoes!
There's no puddle. There's no
it's
puddle
black
there.
and white though. Yeah, there's no puddle.
Yeah, but her thing is white enamel. It's gonna
That's
be
true.
white in the fucking photo. Lady!
Yeah. You're right.
That's
You're
your
fucking
fucking
right.
shoe!
God damn it! The problem lies in the footprint.
The footprint.
Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime?
'Cause I lit
This is
them
the
up.
victim's shoe? Or her shoe? Wait, Phoenix just said the victim's shoe.
Oh, I guess victim.
No,
the
it's gotta be the
defendant.
murderer. Lana's.
Yeah, but Phoenix just said the victim's shoe.
Oh.
What?
Mistranslation.
What?
Why did he say that? Did I read that wrong? I feel like I'm going crazy.
Okay, I did
Yeah,
see
I
Edgeworth say, why was it at the bottom of... Yeah, there was blood, why was it at the bottom of his shoe? Oh, is that... I'm sorry, I'm being sexist again. Is that a man's shoe?
Oh, it's just
Well,
like penny loafers.
It
Yeah,
didn't
is
even
that-
matter because I'm pretty sure Cough Up Queen was like, this is the bitch's shoe. This is the... I feel like I'm going crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
Detective Goodman was wearing all white, and this
Yeah,
shoe
this
would
would
match his
match him.
aesthetic.
Okay.
Wait, what is, what's the description of this shoe?
White enamel shoe bears traces of blood from Goodman and
Victim's
Lana's
shoe.
Skye.
Okay.
Victim shoe, okay. Alright, so it
Jesus.
Oh,
is Goodman's...
okay, so
it is
it's
Goodman's
his.
shoe, so she... Sorry.
Oh, I thought it was Lana's the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, that...
Whoops.
I don't
Okay.
know if the verbiage was...
Okay,
confusing.
that's
Anyways.
why Edgeworth is like, why is it weird that the person that got stabbed has blood on the bottom of his shoe?
Yeah, what does
It would mean he would have to be standing in his own
in
fucking blood.
Yeah, and he was in the trunk.
Huh.
It doesn't matter.
Guess we'll see. As you can see, there was no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe.
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints.
No.
This is
Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort.
Those poor deaths are getting a beating.
order. Well, witness.
What?
Great going, Miss Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint.
Oh.
That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
The girl who has forced her into the court is right.
Think, Mr. Wright, think!
Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions.
What?
No.
I see. Now I get it.
Get what?
Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There's one vital hint to the truth in her testimony.
What are you talking about?
Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predatorous one. A leopard woman. Row.
That row that she made. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do.
That's not a leopard. That's a tiger.
No kidding.
An ocelot. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh, that. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
Witness. Well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water.
Water?
What does that mean?
Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason?
Aha! You don't mean...
Yes, the suspect knocked over the oil drum for one reason and one reason alone.
Yeah, okay, I get it now.
Yeah. To erase the bloodstains that would have become evidence against her.
Get away! Get out of my face! Ah!
That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Okay, but why are we asking about her blood?
Yeah.
Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence.
How's that tie her?
That reminds me. Miss Skye's right hand was hurt.
Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him?
So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe?
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please!
What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she tried to conceal it.
But...
Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor.
Very well.
But Angel Starr is on the prosecution side! She could have been lying about the water!
This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye.
What? Oh, she said it.
Little girl, what did you just say?
Huh? Me?
Did you say that I, Angel Starr, was on the prosecution side?
Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints.
Well, swish.
Swish.
I thought you had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence.
Wait. Witness, don't tell me you have something else.
I want to keep this episode going. And going.
The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you'll be held in contempt of court.
Your threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this.
Why do you have so many photos?
What the fuck? Where'd you get that from?
Whoa. A photograph.
I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
I see no room for error in this evidence.
Mr. Wright, wait! Look at the asphalt in the photo! It doesn't line up.
Hey, it's clearly wet. Uh-huh.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
Sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all.
It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. I had no Faye on my side. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia.
Right. Wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end.
This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Yeah, right. Oh, for the love of
Sup,
Christ.
bitches? Your Honor, wait.
What is with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore?
No.
Whatever it is, can it wait?
No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration.
So right. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence?
Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I gotta go ahead with this.
I suppose, since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright.
Shh.
The muffler! What is that?
It looks
Is that
like
Goodman's
water
note?
coming out of it. Oil?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
don't
definitely strange.
Yeah, I can't tell what it is.
Um,
I just want to look at this photo a little longer. You're right. I think it is the muffler too, but stab
Where's the
on
license
the left
plate?
side.
What is the-
Vio.
Oh, fuck,
Not-
we can't look at our court record.
okay.
The problem in this photograph is here.
What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler, and I didn't put it there.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor?
Oh my god, what is his ascot?
You just said muffler.
Oh.
However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph.
That's what she was talking about, the car muffler.
A muffler is also
Yeah.
a part of a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe.
I see, and I see.
Do you not drive?
I wonder if this translated better in Japanese.
What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case, Swish? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is pointed in the case. You said as much in your testimony.
What?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to this case. The shell phone. Muffler. Why, though?
Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court.
Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler. Ugh. Yeah!
Could it be that the Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe?
Bing.
If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh.
Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings.
Jesus
Thank
Christ.
the Lord.
Suspend.
I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law.
You do that plenty already, Your Honor.
Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth.
Oh god, it's just gonna say like the killer's name in blood.
Yeah, 11037. We got it.
No, I was gonna say Maya, but
The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed.
I suppose so.
that was close, but we made it. At least for now.
This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all.
Yeah, but you've been eating this entire time.
He's still hungry? Oh, thank the Lord. Now I can finally fucking end this. Alright, on that note, next time on the Weeb After Hour, we'll take our 30-minute recess and then we'll head into the second part of this day's trial. Till then, see you guys in the next part. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.